This is the morning of November 7th. I should be in college right now with the college class at a local hotel, but I got there at 8:15 this morning. The power went out. I'm going, great, I can go home and play Fallout 3. And then I found out that whatever the power company did, the power went out for 50,000 people in the entire town I live in, and it won't be 4 hours until they can get it fixed. So I don't know what they did, but this is the first time in my 60 years I've seen anything this extensive. So I decided to come home and work on the motor. I'm going to install the piston here. I've taken my sandpaper and I have taken off a small bit of skirting right here just to make sure that this skirting will not hit. Let me see if I can. First I'm going to use this tool right down in here. Shit, sorry about that. I'm following the flashlight instead of the lens. It's kind of hard for me to get used to it, but I want to make sure that the piston skirt doesn't hit down in here or over on the other side. I've taken my brake clean, which is really good, which is really good for cleaning your gasket area. Remember that your aluminum, if you look here where I've had this job done, when I bought the bike, it had a broken ear on it and it was redone, but the aluminum has a bunch of little pits in it. Those pits contain oil. You need to take like brake clean or something like that, not gasoline. Gasoline, as they say in the Mad Max movies, which is really cool. And I'm jealous of all you people who live over in Australia. You got such great accents. I mean, we must sound really strange. Over here we have 3 accents. We have American, Canadian, and hillbilly. That's down south. So I've taken the WD-40 and I've put it in the bearing slots to get this just a little bit of oil in there. And I'm going to take my Moto Seal, and I'll take, and what you want to do, the trick with the Moto Seal and things like that, this was designed basically so that a motocross racer could tear their engine down between races and put it back together quickly, or if it messed up, do it quickly during the race. You want to take your fingers and rub that stuff in there really good. Don't just lay it on top and then put your gasket on it, like right here. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll put the cylinder on, and I will tighten, I got to put the piston on too, but I will tighten the cylinder down, and but I will not put a head gasket on it. What I want to do is compress this. I'm still not sure exactly which way these go. It doesn't make any sense as far as, and let alone not making any sense, because whatever I guess, it'll be wrong. This does have an arrow right here, right there. So I imagine, of course I'll be wrong naturally, that this arrow will point towards the exhaust right here. But if it, okay, so then where's the inlet? Is the inlet here? Is the inlet here? I have 4 inlets. I have an inlet and an outlet on the top piece, an inlet and outlet on the bottom. So do you have the water go in the bottom and then go all the way to the other side over here, and then come up to here, have the water circulate through here and go out here? That's why when I put it together, I'm not going to put a head gasket on it. I'm just going to make sure that the base gasket is all sealed up and tighten down. And hopefully I can do this before it gets too cold, because we have no power at all. Which gives me, but I do have a camera. And I know where I can get a half case of cold beer. I've got all I need. And I got out of school. Yeah! As my good friend Little John would say. Rock on.